Imagine walking into a bar full of life and laughter, surrounded by friends, only to vanish into thin air, never to be seen again. That's exactly what happened to 27-year-old Brian Shaffer. On the night of April 1st, 2006, Brian entered the Ugly Tuna Saloon, a popular bar in Columbus, Ohio. Surveillance cameras captured him stepping through the entrance, but despite multiple security cameras covering every exit, there's no footage of him leaving. What should have been a typical night out has turned into one of the most baffling disappearances of our time, leaving everyone asking, how can someone simply disappear without a trace? Brian Shaffer was a promising 27-year-old medical student at Ohio State University, known for his intelligence, easygoing personality, and charm. Life seemed to be moving forward for Brian, though he had recently endured the heartbreaking loss of his mother to cancer. He handled the grief in his own way, keeping a brave face for friends, family, and his girlfriend, Alexis Wagoner. Alexis and Brian were inseparable, and they were eagerly anticipating an upcoming vacation to Miami, a break they hoped would offer a sense of renewal after the emotional strain of the past year. On the evening of March 31st, 2006, Brian decided to unwind before the trip. It was the start of spring break, and Brian planned to meet his friend, William Clint Florence, for a night of bar hopping in Columbus's Arena District. The pair first stopped at the Ugly Tuna Saloon, a popular campus bar, to have a few drinks. The night began like any other: laughter, drinks, and friendly banter. As the night went on, they visited several other bars before returning to the Ugly Tuna Saloon for one last round. At around 1:55 a.m., security footage captured Brian standing at the entrance of the bar, talking briefly to two women. He appeared relaxed, as if the night was going as planned. Brian then turned back toward the entrance and walked into the bar. This was the last time anyone would see him. When the bar closed at 2 a.m., Clint and their other friend, Meredith, realized Brian was nowhere to be found. They assumed he had gone home early or met up with someone else, but as hours turned into days, concern grew. Calls to Brian's phone went unanswered. His car remained parked near his apartment, and he never boarded the flight to Miami with Alexis. The police launched a full-scale investigation. Security footage from the Ugly Tuna was carefully reviewed, and while Brian was seen entering the bar, there was no footage showing him leaving. The bar's exit was under constant surveillance, and it made no sense that Brian could simply vanish. Investigators scoured the area, checking every possible exit route and even the building's rooftop, but no trace of Brian was found. Friends and family were questioned extensively. Clint, who had been with Brian that night, remained tight-lipped, even refusing to take a polygraph test, which fueled speculation. Was he hiding something? Or was it merely fear of being wrongly accused? As the weeks turned into months, theories about Brian's fate multiplied. Some believed he was the victim of foul play, that perhaps he was lured outside through a service door or an unmonitored back exit. Others speculated that Brian, overwhelmed by grief from his mother's death, might have staged his own disappearance, seeking a fresh start elsewhere. The river was searched, surrounding buildings were checked, but not a single piece of evidence surfaced to suggest what had happened. Alexis continued calling Brian's phone for months, hoping against hope for an answer. At one point, the phone rang, but the call never connected, leading to further confusion and heartbreak. Some wondered if this was a technical glitch or a brief sign that Brian's phone was still in use. Years have passed since that fateful night in 2006, and Brian Shaffer's case remains unsolved. His disappearance has become a haunting mystery, leaving behind more questions than answers. How could someone simply vanish from a crowded bar with security cameras at every exit? Theories abound, but the truth behind Brian Shaffer's disappearance continues to elude everyone, an enduring puzzle that keeps investigators, friends, and family searching for the missing piece. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more of our content, please hit the subscribe button.